Hello everyone, what's up? It's me again, Junkmaster3, and yeah, what do you know? It's time for another horror review video. The film I'm gonna make a review of today is the film called Zoltan, the Hound of Dracula, which is also known as Dracula's dog, apparently. This is directed by Albert Band, who is the father of Charles Band. And of course, Charles Band is responsible for the whole like full moon craze, like making all of those puppet master films and demonic toys and whatnot. Uh, Pretty much killer doll films in general. So yeah, there you go. But anyway, this is directed by his father. This has what's his name? Michael Pataki. Can't really pronounce his name, but and Joseph Ferrer, who plays like I think it's supposed to be some sort of weird priest type character or something, or like detective in a weird way, sort of like a mix in between. And it also has Reggie Nalder in it, and yeah, I'm not gonna say anything more than that because I'm gonna tell you about the storyline of this film. So the film is basically about these. I think it's supposed to be like Soviet people or like communist armies or something like that that are kind of like digging somewhere, like are making explosions in the ground, and they accidentally stumble upon a grave or like a sort of like a tomb, or you say mausoleum or something, or like it's like a big uh, grave chamber basically with a bunch of like descendants to Dracula, or like Dracula people like that were related to Dracula. So there was a Dracula's like there, and the Hound of Dracula, Sultan, gets resurrected accidentally because there's one of these soldiers that have this mission to protect these graves, and then he's just too curious. So the curiosity gets the best of him, and he gets killed off really fast. And the Sultan is loose, and Sultan is sort of a smart dog. He's sort of like I think he's supposed to be a Doberman or something. I'm not really sure, but he also or he's able to resurrect the servant of Dracula, who is played by Reggie Nalder. And it's pretty much told from the get-go that the both Sultan and the servant character Reggie Nalder, the only way for them to like survive is to get a new master. So they have to search for the last living like descendant to Dracula to make him their master, so they can continue to wreak havoc, basically. So yeah, that's pretty much the plot of the film. So he pretty much tries to get this family with like the lostless descendant of the Dracula tribe or whatever, and they are like out on a vacation in the middle of nowhere. So they basically have Reginald telling Sultan to kind of like recruit more dogs. So Sultan goes around biting like other dogs on the neck, and then after that they kind of become part of the tribe in a weird way. It's kind of weird in that category, but yeah. So they pretty much after Michael Pataki's character. So and his family obviously. So but they pretty much want him to be their master. So yeah, that's it for the storyline. But this film, I would say Reggie Nalder, I think he's probably most famous for playing albino in the film Mark of the Devil, and he also played the vampire from the film Salem's Lot. I think he was uncredited in that for some really weird reason, but I'm not surprised he gets cast in those type of roles because he is really creepy in general. I think he had some. I think he had some accident when he was younger that made him like very scarred in the face, and of course, just because you have that, you're automatically gonna get cast as like the bad guy or like the evil type character in films. So you don't really see like Dracula himself in this film too much, other than like the first like 10 minutes or so. After that, it's basically Reginald who is the main baddie, or like the main bad guy of the film, and he's just really creepy to look at, and his like presence on screen is really great and really creepy as well. It is somewhat cheesy to a certain degree. It has some really stupid dialogue in it. But I would let that slide because overall I think this is a really entertaining film because you have all these dogs basically attacking this family, and the dog attack sequences were really well made in my opinion. And I found it to be really entertaining when you see all these dogs, which they are supposed to be like possessed or something by Sultan. Their eyes are like glowing really strangely, and when you see that in the dark and like their teeth, I think that was very effectful and really good. I mean, overall, I think this is a rather underrated film. I mean, it has a whole lot of has some problems in it, but I don't really see why it is that underrated as it is, because as I'm making this review, it only has like 4.4 out of 10 on IMDb, which I think is really a little bit too low. But overall, I really appreciated this film, and has some really entertaining like blood and gore effects in this one as well. Yeah, pretty damn good. So Zoltan Hound of Dracula, I'm ready to give 6 out of 10. Pretty darn good. So if you like animal attack films, like dog attack films, like Cujo, stuff like that, check this one out. This is pretty damn entertaining. So yeah, Zoltan Hound of Dracula, also known as Dracula's Dog, from 1977, I believe. So yeah, that's my review for Zoltan, the Hound of Dracula. I hope you enjoy this one. I'm gonna probably make another horror review video. I'm not really sure what type of film or like video I'm gonna make next time around, but I'm gonna prioritize the horror reviews for this particular month. So yeah, we'll see what happens next. So yeah, keep your eyes open for the next video, and yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.